Hey, Kimmy, you okay to talk?
Hey, Danny. Oh, what's up? Yeah, no problem. Kinda unusual for you to be texting this late at night. Are you on the bus coming home or something?
Yeah, I had something urgent to convey to you, so I figured I shouldn't waste any time.
Something urgent? What's up?
A local guy contacted me earlier this morning. Apparently, my ex-wife was seen snooping around her house the other day.
Seriously? You mean Sandy? She was snooping around here? Why? Kinda weird.
I really don't know. It's been 5 years since we broke up. What the hell would she want now?
How did she even find out where we lived, for God's sake?
Yeah, well, we're all high school classmates. This is a pretty small community. She probably picked it somewhere along the way. Didn't you used to exchange line messages with Sandy way back when?
Yeah, about 4 years ago, I met her at a high school reunion. She approached me, wanting to exchange line IDs for old time's sake. She was really friendly and all, figured it wouldn't hurt. Actually, haven't heard from her since.
Right, but maybe we should be vigilant? I have no idea what her motives are. Not sure if she'll approach you directly or through a friend. I have no idea, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'll have my brother come over and stay with us. He's doing remote work, so he's pretty flexible work-wise.
Yeah, good idea. He's a good dude. Just got to my stop. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, take care.
Hey, Kimmy! Been a while. Ever since that class reunion. Looks like you're living in a pretty nice house. Pretty nice setup since you married my ex-husband, Danny. You did pretty good for yourself. When he was with me, he couldn't make a cent, but now... My God, he really did all right for himself. When he was with me, he was practically penniless. Couldn't even afford to take me on an overnight trip to the beach.
Oh my God! I didn't think you would actually contact us.
Yeah? So what?
We had a heads up from various people that you were snooping around our house. I sort of shrugged it off, but just in case, I checked my security camera.
Security camera? Are you serious?
Yeah, I was out shopping. I'm sure you timed it that way. And what do you know? I see you snooping around and even peering into the window of our home like some burglar.
Bustin', huh? Oh well.
According to the camera footage, it seems you're snooping around once every 2 or 3 days. The neighbors were real suspicious. I really wish you would just stop.
Yeah, well, I'm kinda enjoying myself, to be honest.
What is it you want? I mean, it's been 5 years since you divorced Danny. And I haven't seen you since that reunion 4 years ago. What's up?
If I didn't want something, I wouldn't have contacted you.
Okay then. Come on. Say what you have to say and let's get this over with.
Hold your horses. You were always so impatient. But I suppose it makes no difference if you're shocked now or shocked later. You'll still be shocked. Okay, here goes. I gave birth to Danny's child.
Excuse me? Danny's child? Are we talking about my husband, Danny?
Yeah, can you believe it? He's 3 months already. A friend is taking care of him today. That's the reason I was snooping around, as you put it. It was only because I wanted to tell Danny the good news. But he never seems to be home, and I can't seem to catch him on his way back from the office.
Why are you telling me all this? What do you want me to do about it?
Pardon me? Not the reaction I was expecting, but anyhow. The normal thing to do is ask that you divorce Danny so he can be with his child, but... I'm not that mean-spirited, despite what you think of me.
Okay, what do you want?
What I'm trying to say is that I'm not demanding that you divorce him, but instead... I want you to pay me $3,000 a month child support.
Wait a sec. You want me to pay $3,000 a month in child support for a kid I have nothing to do with? And where did you come up with that amount? Seems a bit extreme.
But I'm being reasonable here. I'm not demanding you divorce Danny. I will endure the hardships of being a single mom just so you guys can maintain your happy marriage. Logical, don't you agree? You may think it's excessive, but considering the hardship of bringing up a child for years to come, It's a small price to pay. Besides, you're not working, right? You're a housewife. I'm sure divorce would spell disaster for you.
Actually, I am working.
Oh yeah, and also, I just happened to catch you in the act. A little incident where you brought a guy into the house when Danny was away.
A guy? What are you... Wait, are you talking about my brother?
Your brother? You have a brother?
After we heard that a suspicious woman was snooping around our house, my brother offered to come over for a few weeks. You know, as a bodyguard of sorts.
You sure know how to concoct a real whopper of a story. I can see right through it. Yeah, sure, big brother, a bodyguard. Please! Is that what you told your neighbors? So, with that said, I want $3,000 by the end of the week and on the first of every month going forward. Or else, I spill the beans about your sexual escapades with that guy. I know Danny makes in excess of $5,000 a month, so $3,000 is just a drop in the bucket for him. I'll send you my bank account info later, so I expect the first installment next week.
Hey, Danny. Got the latest. Got a line message from Sandy this afternoon.
Yikes. Are you serious? You didn't meet her face to face, did you?
No way. I want to avoid that as much as possible. She probably tried, but my brother's here, and he's keeping a close eye on any suspicious people snooping around. I'm so glad he's here.
Yeah, thank your brother for me. What a godsend.
You know what she thought? She thought my brother was my secret lover I was bringing into my home. Can you believe it?
You're not serious.
She apparently wants money from us.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I'll send you the whole line conversation. The gall of this woman. Seems like she really got her signals crossed somewhere along the line. And I kept the conversation simple and made sure I didn't give away any private details. But I just want you to know that I trust you completely. I know you didn't do anything wrong. So rest assured.
Thanks, I appreciate that. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I know. Pretty pathetic, right?
If the kid is 3 months old, that means I was meeting with Sandy about a year ago.
That's right. Just that alone throws cold water all over her little scheme. She probably sent that line message not knowing all the details, but...
I'm really sorry that this whole thing got blown out of proportion. I'll contact her folks and have them work it out with her.
You think that will end it all?
They apparently cut ties with her after we got divorced, but they said if she caused any trouble down the line, they said that I was welcome to call them for advice.
It's been 5 years, but I guess it would have hurt to try.
I'm sorry about all this, Kimmy. I hope you'll be a little more patient while I sort things out. I'll talk to my boss and see if I can get home. I can tell him it's an urgent family matter.
That would be great. Take care.
Hey, Kimmy, you there? I should be home in about 30 minutes.
There you are. Okay, I'll be here.
Oh, and I have a surprise guest with me.
A surprise guest. Now who could that be?
I got his advice about this little matter we have. And he offered to help, and he's with me right now. I'll introduce you to him when I get home.
All right, be careful coming home. Hey, Sandy. Can we talk?
Kimmy, I was just going to contact you. It's been a week since we last talked about that deposit. Did you get that done? I sent you the bank details right afterward. You got it, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I tried depositing it today, but got an error. Could we meet in person, and then I can hand over the cash directly? What do you say?
Huh? What are you talking about? An error?
Yeah, not sure what the problem was. Tried it over and over. No dice. I can withdraw money, no problem, but when I try depositing, it just freezes up for some reason. I have the cash on me now. Why don't you hop on over here? And I'll hand it directly to you. How's that? I'll just hand it to you at the front door. You know where I live, right? It'll just take a minute.
Kind of a hassle, but yeah, okay. I'm on my way.
Sandy? You there? Would you stop hiding in our closet, for God's sake?
Why the hell is my father here? And even Danny, what's he doing here? Hey, and where's my 3,000 bucks? You promised to hand it over.
Sorry, don't have it. Simply used as bait to lure you over here, and you fell for it.
Excuse me? Why?
Your whole story? We know all about what really happened.
Pardon me? What are you talking about? No what? Like I said from the very beginning, the kid is Danny's, and that's a fact.
You say your kid is 3 months old. That would mean Danny would have been with you a year or so ago. But that doesn't make sense because he was away on a business trip then. He wasn't in the country for like 2 years. And just so you're aware, I work remote, so I was with him overseas the whole time. We only returned 2 months ago. But Danny had to take care of the other business projects, so he wasn't able to come home with me.
What? Excuse me?
He's staying in the city at a monthly apartment hotel until they find someone to replace him. We decided that I should return ahead and get the new house ready. We still don't have furniture or any kitchen items. The house was only finished a month ago.
That's why I was never able to meet with Danny.
Looks like you're starting to see the picture. That kid you say is Danny's? Actually, he's your lover's baby, right?
No, that's not true. He's really...
Sorry, Sandy. It's all common knowledge now. We checked up on you. There's no denying it.
Are you serious? You checked up on me?
The reason why you tried to swindle us out of $3,000 a month was because after you divorced Danny, you immediately remarried. But soon after your husband caught you cheating on him, and he ended up divorcing you. That was about a month ago. You had to pay him a settlement on a monthly basis. Your intention was to use part of that $3,000 to pay your ex off and use the rest for living expenses. Today was supposed to be your first payday. Figured I dangled that $3,000 in front of you. You'd come running.
You set me up! How could you, you swindler?
I don't deserve that from a cheat like you.
A cheat, huh? Look who's talking. That gives me no other option but to spill my guts about your husband. If I'm going down, I'm going to drag you down with me. I have a photo of you sneaking a guy into the house. A photo does not lie. You asked for this. You should have never set me up like you did.
Are you talking about the guy you said I was having sexual escapades with?
Yeah, that's right. The short-haired, muscular guy. Just your type. I'm pretty sure I heard you call him Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. That's my brother.
Don't start that again. That's the silly excuse I've ever heard.
What can I say? He's my brother. How else can I explain it? You probably don't know him because he went to a private school out of state. He only came home occasionally. But since graduating, we have normal family ties. Danny knows as well. One look at that photo you have and it will clarify everything. Let's see the photo already.
Are you serious? He's your brother?
Yep, I can call it and have him come over if you like. As for your kid, your folks said that they will raise them as their own.
Who told them they could do that? Besides, my child support payments. What happens to that?
I have no idea. Well, now that we know your little scheme has been shut down, would you please get the hell out of our closet?
No, I'm not coming out.
Kinda ingenious the way you broke the handle off so we can't pull it open from the outside. Suppose we're just going to have to come in another way. Oh yeah, that closet? It's not a walk-in type, it's a walk-through type. There's another door on the other side.
What? Another?
When I opened the closet door on the other side, she gave out a blood-curdling scream. She dropped to the floor crying her eyes out, begging for forgiveness as her father dragged her off. Once outside, there was a black van sitting outside. First, I thought it was one of those ambulances from the psychiatric ward. But turns out it was owned by a construction company, run by her father's friend. They apparently found her a live-in job at a construction site somewhere up in Alaska. Once she heard she was headed up north to some off-the-grid installation, her face just dropped. I heard this place is like a prison. Some say it's the Siberian gulag of the US. Don't tell anyone, but I couldn't help but smile when I saw her face as she sat in the back of that van as it drove away. The total despair on her face was, how can I put this, memorable.
Sherry? Where the hell are you? You were such a rude sister for not coming to your sister's wedding. Huh? Is that you, Mother? It's been 5 years. By my sister, you mean Holly, right? What do you mean Holly's wedding? I wasn't told anything about it. Don't lie to me. I know you were invited. If you don't come to the wedding ceremony right now, I'm cutting ties with you. Haven't you already cut ties with me? What? Either way, today's Dad's funeral, so... Huh? Did no one tell you about it? Your ex-husband you divorced 5 years ago, my father, passed away yesterday. We had a wake for him last night, and today is the funeral. The funeral's just about to begin. Oh, and I'm the host. It's no use lying to me like that. Huh? What would I gain from lying to you about this? Do you know how hard it is for me right now? I'm not going to ask you to understand, but I never thought you would say I was lying. Do you not want to come to Holly's wedding so much that you're showing me this performance of yours? You really are a terrible sister. Not only do you not have any manners, but you're also inhuman and have no heart. I pity your sister Holly for having a sister like you. It doesn't matter what you say. It won't change the fact that Dad's funeral is currently underway. Don't hurt my feelings any further than this. What's wrong with calling a liar inhuman and heartless? I forgot to tell you, but Holly is also at the funeral. Huh? It's been 5 years since I saw her, but she came with the other relatives and has been helping out. Even though she's not related to Dad by blood, I would have been happy if she just had come to the wedding. She really is a help. You're lying again. Honestly, you never change. Sorry, but I'm going to block you until the funeral ends, alright? Hold on! I'll unblock you tomorrow. Bye. Wait, Sherry! Hi, Holly. Thanks for helping out yesterday and the day before that. I would have been happy if you'd just come, but to think that you would help as well. Don't worry about it, Sherry. You were way more busy than I was. Thanks for letting me sit with your relatives. I was my mother's child from her previous marriage, and now that they're divorced, I would have no way to object if you called me a stranger. But Dad loved you as well. You know that? Yep, I never knew my real father. It was only for a short while, but I was really happy during that time since it felt like I had a real dad. I see. I want to come to the memorial ceremony as well. Can I come? Of course you can. Once we get his inheritance sorted out, we're going to be giving out some of his stuff as remembrance as well. So come to that too if you want. Thanks. Oh, on the other hand though, there's something unrelated I want to talk to you about. You told me yesterday when we had a conversation that you cut ties with your mother and are now living in the capital. Right? Oh, yeah. I couldn't tell you about it in detail since we didn't have much time though. You see, once I graduated college, I purposefully found a job in Tokyo. Mom opposed it furiously and basically just forcefully left the house. This all happened 3 years ago, and I haven't met her ever since. I still have her contact information because I'm afraid of what she'll do if I completely cut her out, but I keep the chat hidden. Is that so? Why are you asking about Mother? Oh, yeah. I also basically cut ties with your mother, and now only have her contact information. But 2 days ago, she sent me this strange message. What kind of message? She was telling me to come since it was your wedding ceremony. Huh? I don't have a fiancé. I don't even have a boyfriend. There's only this one guy that I dated for half a year during college, and I've been single ever since. I see. That just makes the message Mom sent me even stranger. I want to see these messages. Send me screenshots, will you? Got it. Hold on. I have no idea what she's talking about. Sorry about my mother, Sherry. What? There's no reason for you to apologize. You did nothing wrong. I was thinking about asking you if you knew what she might be talking about, but you have no idea, right? Yep, I haven't got a clue, but don't you think that we should probably find out what she's trying to do? Judging by her tone, she must have gotten into some trouble. Holly, I just got a message from her. Hello, Sherry. I decided to believe you about yesterday's funeral. What? You're going to be having a memorial service soon, right? I'll come as well, so tell me when it's going to be once it's decided. You don't need to go out of your way and come. I can't just not go to my ex-husband's memorial service, can I? What's your deal? What you're saying right now is completely different to what you said yesterday. I had no idea what you were talking about by Holly's wedding. Yes, about the wedding. You see, I need some money. What? Yesterday's wedding wasn't actually Holly's wedding, but Holly's ex-boyfriend's wedding. My bad, I must have gotten confused. What? I had no idea that Holly and her ex-boyfriend had broken up. I mean, the two of them are currently in Tokyo, and I thought that must mean that they're still going out. That's when I found the Facebook page of her ex-boyfriend and saw a post saying that the wedding ceremony was today. And so you thought that he was marrying Holly? I mean, it's only natural. I thought that they were still together. That's when I sent a message to her ex-boyfriend via Facebook. Why haven't I received an invitation? I'm the bride's mother, I told him. He replied by saying, the bride's parents have already passed away. We only invited her sister, her last remaining family. Please stop trying to prank us. Oh, so that's when you started invading me with text messages. But I thought that he must have some sort of misunderstanding, which is why I thought that if I came with you, who was apparently invited, they would let me come to the wedding ceremony. But you didn't seem like you wanted to come, so I had no choice but to go to the wedding on my own. Huh? I sneaked into the wedding and saw the bride walking around. I was furious and I approached her shouting, "Why didn't you invite your own mother?" Which is when I realized that it wasn't Holly at all, but a woman that I had never seen. She was so surprised she fell back, stepping on her wedding dress as she did. Don't tell me. The bride tripped and broke her hip. You heavily injured a bride you've never met before? I mean, I thought it was Holly. And so the wedding ceremony was canceled? Yes. What in the world are you doing? But... So, when you told me that you needed money, was it because they told you to pay for the damages you caused by injuring the bride and delaying the wedding ceremony? Yes, that's it! I keep telling them that it's not my fault since it was just a simple misunderstanding, but they won't listen to what I say. They told me that they would send me an invoice at a later date, and now I'm in trouble. That's when I remembered what you said about your dad dying. Huh? I was his wife for a period, which means that I have the right to receive some of his property. He owned a business, so he must have had his own money, right? So you're planning on paying for the money they're asking from you with this inheritance? That's it. People usually talk about the inheritance at the memorial service, right? You don't need to come. Why? I have a right to some of his property, I believe, so tell me the date when it's decided. You're no longer an inheritor of his property since you got divorced. Look it up on your phone. Search property inheritance plus divorced wife. I think you'll get your answer immediately. No way. So does this mean that you're going to inherit everything? That's so unfair. You could at least give me enough to pay off the money I owe Holly's ex-boyfriend. Shut up. You're making me lose my patience. Huh? I wonder who's the inhuman and heartless one. Dad just passed away 2 days ago. Don't make me talk about this. But I need the money. Shut up. I'm blocking you. Sherry, wait. Just give me a few $1,000s. That will be enough. Don't ever contact me again. Hi, Holly. You're reading my texts through your notifications or something, right? I've sent you so many texts ever since you went to Tokyo, but all my messages remain unread, so you're making me anxious, you know? You see, I'm in quite some trouble. It really is an emergency. I'm sorry, but could you please lend me some money? I suddenly need a large amount of money, you see. Either that or convince Sherry to give me the right to some of her dad's inheritance. Can you believe that she intends to take it all for herself? She's so selfish. Her dad was the owner of a business, so she must be receiving a fortune. And still she refuses to give me just enough money to pay off what your ex-boyfriend and his groom are asking from me. Can you believe it? Just give me a reply, I'm begging you. Holly, please. I barely make enough money as it is and have no savings since all I can do is work a part-time job. Hi, Sherry. I also got a call from Mom begging me to give her money. Just as I had guessed. I still have her chat hidden, so I only read everything once she'd finished texting, though. But I went over the chat history again, and it looks like she was sending texts now and then, even before the marriage. Regarding the marriage, though, she sent me a flood of texts berating me for not inviting her to the wedding. I see. So she wasn't lying then. I hadn't ruled out the possibility. I might have done something terrible to the bride Mom injured. If only I had told Mom about her misunderstanding. That's a different problem. Besides, your mother's accusations aren't your responsibility. Your ex-boyfriend and his fiancée actually told you that they don't want you to apologize and told you not to worry about it, right? Well, yeah. My ex-boyfriend knows about my family's situation, so he must have taken pity on me. Then it's probably best not to interfere any further. If you do something, your mom might interpret it as you siding with her. Who knows what kind of dangerous thing she'll do then? She might even hurt someone again. Oh, I guess you're right. I didn't think about that. It's probably best if we leave Mom on her own. Not that I want to help her, though. Your ex-boyfriend might have thought about it as well, and maybe that's why he doesn't want you to interfere any further. I see. I get it now. I'll just stand by and watch if they don't ask me to do anything, I guess. Yep. I think that's the best course of action. Well then, you're probably going to be busy for the foreseeable future, so take care not to push yourself too hard and get sick or something. Yep. Take care of yourself as well, Holly. Yep, see you later. See you later. It seems that following those events, my ex-mother was asked to pay a sizable amount of money to the bride and the groom of the wedding she ruined. I don't know the exact amount, but for sure it was several tens of thousands of dollars. This was a devastating blow to my ex-mother, since she'd been supporting herself only by working part-time jobs. Not only that, but it was decided that there was a high possibility of her trying to make a run for it, so she was sent to work in a 24-hour workplace by the bride, who was apparently the daughter of a CEO. It seems that she escaped once and fled to the house me and Dad used to live in. But I wasn't home at the time, so the neighbors called the police on her. After that, she was sent to a department that had a stricter surveillance and even harder work than before. I kind of pity her, but decided to just forget since she was such a bothersome person.